This is the first time this radio is played, probably since 1961 or 62. It's been stored in attics and wherever. And the only thing I've done to it at this point is to replace the two 35 microfarad electrolytic caps in the power supply. And everything else is all original. So far, the only thing that's not working is this meter here. And in order to tune stations, you've got to have the RF gain pretty much all the way up to the maximum, and then cut the volume back, audio gain. And then once you get in a strong station, you can dial back the RF gain and use the audio. I've got a manual for it on eBay. This is a copy of the actual Army Air Force technical manual. This is a Collins 51J, Model 3, I believe, but the military called it the R388URR. Now we're on the AM band here, but let's jump up. And let's go over here to this is WWV at 5 megahertz, and you can see we're right here at 5 megahertz and almost on the zero, just a hair off.
Available at the press center adjacent to the Olympic Park, Barra de Tijuca Games. The statistics reflect a total of 4,333 athletes, from which one.
Okay, here we are at 10 megahertz. And again, we're almost dead on with WWV. I'm guessing there's probably some weak tubes, and there are probably several other capacitors, particularly the electrolytics, that might need to be replaced to bring performance back up to peak. BFO is working. Selectivity works. Phasing is working. Selectivity is the crystal filter. It just narrows the bandwidth. These radios were actually designed to listen to continuous wave signals such as we're hearing now rather than voice, so the audio quality is not really great, but they're tremendous if you know code. And AVC and the noise limiter all seem to be functional when we're
Disponibilizando a segunda posição no Campeonato Brasileiro de Futebol. Tá com Pedro Fontes, hein?
Thanks, Jorge Toledo, here on Radio Havana, Cuba, doing our sports report for
Havana,
today.
Cuba.
Time now for some great
I was
Cuban
getting
music.
Hanoi,
Here's
Vietnam a
Nico
little
Valdez.
earlier, but I'm not sure. It could have been coming from a repeater station in Canada. I went to a thrift store this morning and bought this little speaker over here for $3, and it had an 8-ohm speaker in it. So I took that out and I put a brand new Quam 4-ohm speaker in it, which is what this radio is designed to use, either a 4-ohm or a 600-ohm. You can also hook earphones or a 600-ohm speaker in here, but I've got it connected in the back. This radio has continuous coverage. We're back to VVW at 10 megahertz from the bottom of the AM broadcast band all the way up to about 30 megahertz. Here we are at 15 megahertz, WWV again. And it's just really dead on, which is good news because if it weren't, the PTO, which is the tuning mechanism, which is in a hermetically sealed capsule, has to be disassembled and rebuilt to get it accurate again. So I'm really happy that this is not, the frequency is very accurate. So I need to check all the tubes and some capacitors so I can get the gain and RF gain and the audio gain maybe a little better, and find out why this meter over here is not working. Other than that, I think we're in good shape.
Different given sectors, pharmaceutical industry, and agriculture machinery. The Polish trade mission is headed by the country's Under-Secretary of State for Economic Development, Paweł Czeradzi, and includes representatives from 14 companies. Cuba is to diversify.
I think that's Cuba again. That's actually XM radio coming through an AM transmitter in my garage right here. Now it should be at 640, and on the AM band, the frequency is a little more off than it is on the shortwave bands. It's about 4 kilocycles off.
Why?